The man was vomiting uncontrollably on the ground. Nearby, the radiation meter readings were skyrocketing. Someone jumped in alarm, only to discover their hands covered in dust. Looking back, nuclear contamination was already upon them. People instantly became terrified and began to scatter in panic. Meanwhile, the supermarket was in complete chaos. Food and water became the most sought-after items. Traffic had completely shut down. Everyone wanted to leave before the radiation fully arrived, but this only created greater panic. Even doctors began to strike. It turned out that an earthquake had hit the city not long ago. An employee at the nuclear plant realized the problem, urging his coworker to change clothes, but his colleague dismissed him for overreacting. In reality, disaster had already struck. The valve at Gate 1 had cracked. Nuclear coolant was leaking out. Simply closing the valve could have prevented the nuclear leak, but a congressman worried about his votes, concealed the information, and instructed the plant not to inform their direct employees. So the nuclear plant hired temporary repair workers to weld the valve. The workers merely closed the valve, causing a sudden increase in pressure. The reactor experienced a meltdown, facing the danger of explosion. People at the nuclear plant were in panic, planning to evacuate, only to discover that management had locked the only exit. They had no choice but to pry open the control box, rewire to bypass the system. Then he forcefully rotated the valve. Success was within reach, but time was too tight. The nuclear explosion had already occurred. Buildings were instantly destroyed. The city was left in ruins. By the time they were rescued, they were isolated as sources of contamination.